Hello, YouTube. Today I'm talking about anorexia, recovery, and perfectionism. You know, this need to do everything the best way, the right way, this all or nothing sort of stuck thinking that makes you feel not good enough. That's perfectionism, and today I'm talking about some of my tips to help you deal with perfectionistic thoughts. Hey guys, I'm Dr. Stephanie Wade with the Recovery Academy. I'm a licensed professional counselor and an eating disorder specialist, and this is the Recovery Academy, where every week I bring you tips, tricks, and tools to help you fight and kick some recovery ass. Today, I'm talking about anorexia, recovery, and perfectionism. Brene Brown said it best, and let me read the quote to you so that I don't get it wrong. Perfectionism is a 20-ton shield that we lug around thinking it will protect us when, in fact, it's the only thing that's really preventing us from taking flight. I love that quote because it's exactly the thing about perfectionism. We want to hold on to this doing it the best and doing it right and working really hard and being super motivated because it does do us a lot of good in a lot of ways. Your hard work, your dedication is awesome. It's what makes you so successful. But it's also the thing that holds you back, because when you're dealing with these perfectionistic thoughts, you end up feeling not good enough because, well, good enough doesn't exist, because good enough is really a way of saying I wasn't perfect. I didn't do it the 100th? We're going to go with it. The 100th% best that I could. And what this all or nothing type of thinking does is it creates a lot of shame and criticism and self-disappointment. It's full of you should have done this, I must have done that, I ought to do these things. And again, those are sometimes motivating and encouraging and helpful in your attempts to accomplish goals. But when it comes to ourselves and when it comes to dealing with our emotions and when it comes to your work in your recovery, it keeps you from being kind and compassionate and forgiving and understanding of yourself. And it becomes this very rigid, very inflexible set of rules that you are living your life by. And when you don't exactly follow those rules, you feel guilty, you feel anxious, you feel ashamed, and that only keeps you stuck in the cycle of wanting to do harmful things to yourself. So what you want to do to help you deal with these perfectionistic thoughts is to practice radical acceptance. Notice I said practice, okay? Because radical acceptance is going to sound like a really simple concept, but it does take intentional effort over time practicing this skill to get it right. So maybe that's the first step in letting go of perfectionistic thinking, is knowing you're going to screw it up. It's okay to screw it up. Mistakes are learning opportunities for you, and every time you make a mistake, you get a little bit stronger. So here's how you can practice radical acceptance. The first thing you do is you need to acknowledge that you're thinking these perfectionistic thoughts, that you're being critical to yourself. Then you want to validate yourself. Again, that's saying, I'm feeling really ashamed because I'm dealing with perfectionistic thinking right now, and it's okay that I'm feeling ashamed for thinking this way. This type of thinking does make me feel ashamed. And know that it's okay. You don't have to change it. You don't have to judge it. It's not bad that you're thinking and feeling this way. It just is. And see how much kinder that is and how more compassionate that is, instead of, oh, you're such an idiot for not following this rule, you suck, you're the worst ever. You're approaching yourself with this understanding and this permission that this thinking and feeling is something that happens and it's okay, and that you don't have to necessarily fight or fix that. And then you want to be curious about it. What is this situation telling you? What are your feelings telling you? What are your thoughts telling you? So rather than go to this judgment place of, oh, these thoughts and these feelings are so bad, I'm so bad, approach it with curiosity and wanting to understand the thoughts and the feelings. So when you're being curious, some things you can ask yourself: what do I need? What can I learn? What will help me right now? How am I feeling? What are my thoughts going through my head? This is just an opportunity to observe. So if we were to put all these thoughts on clouds and just watch the clouds float across the sky, what would we learn from watching those thoughts? That is practicing radical acceptance. It is, instead of trying to change your feelings or change your situation, you're saying it is what it is. Here's what I'm thinking, here's what I'm feeling, and I'm going to practice curiosity and openness to understand what these thoughts and feelings are about. That is one way that you can start dealing with perfectionism and challenging this black and white thinking that goes along with having an eating disorder. So what do you think about practicing radical acceptance? What's it like for you? Comment below. I'd love to hear about that. And introduce yourself. I want to know about you. What is helpful for you? What are you needing me to do more videos on? Where are you stuck? While you're here, feel free to check out the links below. I have lots of recovery resources for you, and a lot of it is free so that you can keep kicking ass in your recovery journey. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and then subscribe. New videos come every single week. Well, y'all, that's all I have for you today. I'll see you very soon. Bye.